After much deliberation, the Iraqi government is set to launch a bond worth $6 billion, the equivalent of 7.2 trillion Iraqi dinars, later this week. The move has been hailed as brave by analysts, but whether Iraq can attract much-needed investors is a question without immediate answers. Help has been enlisted from 3 world-renowned banks, Citigroup, Deutsche Bank and JP Morgan, who will collectively share the total $6 billion sum. Baghdad's intention is to remedy the ever-growing budget deficit, a problem which stems from unrestrained government spending. While the state's infamous war against the Islamic State group has proven devastatingly costly, the situation has been made worse by the collapse of global oil prices and underhand corruption. Despite optimism, the reality of the situation suggests that the country still has a long way to go. As the deficit swells forth and as public salaries shrink, many believe insurmountable challenges will prevent Iraq from reining in the investor interest it so desperately needs. A noticeable trend has emerged in recent months across social media circles, highlighting the ongoing exodus of young males like these escaping their lives as militiamen in Iraq. They, among others, form a new wave of Iraqis flocking to Europe and beyond to escape the toxic life of recurrent wars. Available evidence on Facebook and Twitter, which FRB has uncovered as part of its ongoing investigation, exposes that a large proportion of those fleeing are in fact former militia fighters, the backbone of Iraq's deficient army. While sectarian policies have forced many of Iraq's minorities to leave in fear of their lives, these are men who receive consistent salaries in leading the fight against the Islamic State group. They are viewed by some as heroic guardians, but viewed by others as pawns in Iran's game plan inside Iraq, responsible for sowing the seeds of disunity in the country. Authorities in Baghdad say there has been a sharp increase in the numbers of passports being issued daily. The number is estimated anywhere between 11 to 12,000. While refugee stories have arrested worldwide concern, little attention is paid to the fact that among those believed to be Syrian are former Iraqi militiamen. Social media sites have served as open channels of communication where Iraqis offer advice on how to exploit the Syrian refugee crisis in search of a better life in Europe.
بهذا الفيديو راح اسولف لكم عن طريق الوصول الى المانيا ان شاء الله، شلون توصل لالمانيا وانت لحد الان بالعراق. اذا الله سهل عليك ان شاء الله تروح تحجز على الخطوط الجويه التركيه، تحجز وان واي.
This image, which plucked the heartstrings of millions around the world, shows a man clutching his daughter tightly to his chest after arriving safely into the Greek island of Kos. The man, who is believed to be Syrian, is in fact Iraqi, one of thousands trickling into Europe. Real figures of the rates of Iraqis who have fled remains undocumented due to absent documentation or false claims of nationality. More dangerous, however, is the difficulty to distinguish Iraqis who have fled in fear of death from ex-Iraqi militiamen, seizing the opportunities made possible by the worst refugee exodus the world has seen since World War II.